Hey, what's good, man? So your website isn't broken, but it's costing you thousands and thousands of dollars. How small website mistakes are costing contractors more leads and booked jobs. Okay, my name is Abe Adel. I'm the owner of your System Way company, and let's get right into it. So if your website looks good, it doesn't mean that it's going to convert you leads or anything like that, or maybe jobs. Okay, because the misconception is your website might be already like look professional, load properly, show your service and all of that stuff, have a contact page and have a contact form and free quote and all of that stuff, but still like visitors leave without calling, no leads come through, jobs go to competitors, and thousands in revenue actually lost every month. Why is that? Because basically the first thing I want to talk about is basically visitors decide fast, so fast, because when they actually see the website and how it loads and all of that stuff, they decide unconsciously. You should have those four things. Okay, the first thing is clear message, second thing is professional design for your website and easy navigation. Okay, it should be as clear as possible and as easy as possible for fifth grade kid and all of that stuff. And I'm gonna talk about all these four things. So let me talk about this one: common website mistakes. It loads slow and slow and slow. What I mean by that is the software that hosts your website, it's so slow, it's not the best one to have. Okay, it's so cheap and all of that stuff. Outdated design, okay, and confusion layout, and weak call to action. Okay, there is no strong call to action everywhere in the website, so when they actually scroll the website, it loads so slow and there is no call to action. They forgot like where is the call to action and all of that stuff. So trust wins jobs. Homeowners hit contractors they actually trust. Make sure your website builds that trust from the very first visit that they actually do. Okay, so Google reviews, project photos, and certification and team. Okay, what I mean by that is you gotta put in your website the Google reviews. Okay, that it's basically automatically put every Google review that you're going to get, 4 5 star Google reviews, it's gonna go directly automatically to your website. Okay, so they actually see it on the website, not just from your Google page or your public profile. Okay, every project you do, you gotta have a photo for this project, a really clear photo, okay, before and after, in order to put it on your website to make people feel that okay, awesome, my project, my construct, my, let's say, my roof, my kitchen, anything like that is going to look like this thing, so they feel that emotion and they call you ASAP. Okay, so certifications and team, basically put a like section or a page for about us, put your certifications, put your team, put your story, all of that stuff. Make contact easy. Make it effortless for homeowners to reach you, so every friction point you remove is a lead you actually keep. Okay, what I mean by that is basically when you when you remove every friction point, you basically gain more leads. Okay, so click to action or call to action, which is basically a free estimate button, simple contact form, contact info everywhere, all of that, highest or put your percentage of getting more leads at the highest level. Okay, so the next thing, which is basically your website should answer 4 questions. What are those 4 questions? What do you actually do? I don't put them in order, but what do you do actually? Okay, so specifics about your profession, and also what do you do, not just roofing but roofing repairs, these examples. Okay, kitchen remodeling, all of that stuff. Where do you actually work, your service areas, and it's gonna be so good if you put a separate page for each service area for the SEO, and it must have the right content in every page in order to like serve the SEO. Okay, why they can actually choose you, what like answer this question. This is one of the most important questions that contractors don't actually like, they don't ask themselves, why should this homeowner choose me? Okay, how do they actually contact you? Okay, call to action everywhere in the on the website, get a free quote everywhere in the website. So it must be like, this is one of the most important things, because if you have just one call to action in your website, okay, 10% 20% of the leads are going to call you, but Basically, if you have 10 call to actions or 15, 20 call to actions, and what I mean by that is in each and every page, if you have like 15 to 25 page website and each page has one or two call to action, like, or call now, or book a free estimate, get your free quote, anything like that, it's gonna like cap your percentage of getting more leads is going to be so high, because if they go to this page and there is no call to action, you're done. Okay, your business is done at this point. So basically, a website doesn't have to be broken. It doesn't have to be costing you thousands and thousands of dollars, because basically if your conversion rate is 10 or 20%, which means like every 10 people go to your website, one or two of them actually calls you or book a free estimate, you're losing like so much potential on the table. Because if you do what we actually discussed right now, you're gonna have like 50, 60, 70% conversion rate, which means like every 10 people go to your website, 6, 7, 8 of them are going to call you, and you're going to close more jobs, and you're going to make thousands and thousands of dollars on top of what you actually do. And we absolutely do all of that in our company for $97 a month. At this point, we're going to raise price in the future, but now it's $97 a month. So small improvements equal more calls, as we absolutely did. Because basically if you just change the call to action from like two call to actions to like 20 call to actions, you're doubling or tripling or even quadruple the amount of jobs that you're actually making every month, and basically the amount of money that you make every month. Okay, more estimates equal more jobs. So that's basically it. The So that is basically it. And if you want to know how we actually do all of that done for you, for like you just fill a small basic form and we do all of that for you. We get you more Google reviews and we build you the website. Click the link below in the description and you're going to see everything. Till then, have a nice day. Take care.